Now, FMTV brings you behind the scenes into the world of Psycho 2.
The bathroom. Well, they cleaned all this up now. Big difference. You should have seen the blood. The whole place was, well, it's too horrible to describe. Dreadful. And I'll tell you, there's a very important clue was found here. Down there. Well, the murderer, you see, crept in here very slowly. Of course, the shower was on, there was no sound. And,
It was 1960 when Alfred Hitchcock's classic thriller Psycho left audiences too scared to take a shower. Now, more than 20 years later, Norman Bates is coming home in the long-awaited release of Psycho 2. Few actors are as closely identified with a single role as is Tony Perkins with Norman Bates, a character for whom he has a great deal of compassion.
Norman Bates is an easygoing guy who wishes no harm to anyone and who spent really all of Psycho 1 in protecting one of his parents from exposure and who covered her traces very lovingly. In Psycho 2, he's a sadder but wiser guy. He knows that he has a capacity for antisocial behavior. So there's more to him in Psycho 2.
I saw someone.
Where?
In that window.
I haven't had a tenant in the house for years.
I guess I'm just nervous.
Well, that's understandable under the circumstances.
Yeah.
Perkins has undertaken many other movie roles, but his characters are often awkward, anxious, and disturbed young men, much like Norman Bates. Unlike his screen personalities, however, Tony Perkins is physically and mentally fit. Throughout his professional life, Perkins has attained the respect and admiration of his peers in Hollywood, but to the general public, he will always be associated with Norman Bates. Perkins admits to having had doubts about performing in Psycho 2.
When it was proposed, I said, well, send me the script, because for some reason they were eager for me to, sign on and agree to do it, even without a look at the material. So they called back a couple of days later and said, well, we'll send you the script up until the end. And I said, fellas, when I did Psycho 1, I had the happy experience of being closely knit together with Mr. Hitchcock at all phases of the moon in that picture. I said, if you really are interested in having me do this, send me the script and the ending. Well, that caused great consternation. They didn't want me to know what it was in case, I guess, I didn't want to do it. I said, you're just going to have to risk this. Well, they finally did, and I felt that the strength of the story was enough that it would translate to film.
On the basis of the staff report, Norman Bates is judged restored to sanity and is ordered released forthwith.
What about his victims? Don't they have any say? Can you restore them?